Hello. So today is talking about what we learned in this class through the course of it. I learned that there's a lot of importance in the time that you spend in each and every moment, right? And music is a great example of this. Anytime when you're playing music, in the time is like very, 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 very important, right? So like example, you have like something like this. And if you play something wrong, alright, so like kind of like that. I guess what I'm trying to say more is, so you have that pattern going, right? So if you mess it up, right, you can pick it up, or you the point that I'm trying to make is that when you're playing it, like something, but if you play it like within the time and you keep the time correct, it works much better for you, right? Like if I try to be inconsistent with it, I mess all up. I can't do it. But systematically, just this ascending little pattern that keeps the rhythm. Something like that, right? It's like super crucial to keep everything in time. And music is the order of time, right? Rhythmically and everything. It's like the concept of organizing your time in a certain way to make things play together and have harmony, right? And so in the search for your own personal inner harmony, and I'm taking like a religions course this semester, I have taken it, and a huge part about all religions, and one religion in particular that is kind of associated with music in my own mind and how I conceptualize it philosophically is Taoism. And the way that you can achieve inner harmony and personal fulfillment is through this organization of your own time in a certain way, whether or not it's praise to your deity of whatever sort, or like in Tao they recognize the Tao, and my own conception of what the Tao is to them is like motion through time, or time in general, just the concept of what time is, not the word time. Tao doesn't equal time. Tao is equal to all things, but time also. If it just depends on how you look at time, it depends on how you look at things. Like the whole universe is based around time, right? And how matter is flowing through space, and matter flowing through space is time, as we know it, right? Like the Earth rotates around the sun in 1 year, time, right? It rotates around its own axis in 24 hours. Time. That's how we keep everything in motion through space, and that motion needs to be organized to some people to some degree in some way. Musicians are particular of this, and religious people are particular of this. Anybody who does like a certain thing is very particular in how they organize their time and their schedule, right? So sticking to a schedule, sticking to an organized time and not wasting your time, and like I forget, it was some quote by somebody said, might have been like some Thomas Jefferson or something, never put off today's work until tomorrow, which is basically something that I learned in this class. It's very important, especially with the vlogs and stuff, and getting what your mind is thinking at the actual time and the initiation of what is going on in the time. Because right now I can have a completely different idea of what I might have had yesterday or a week ago or 2 weeks ago. Like just like how in good and bad music there's good music that you like sometimes, there's bad music that you don't like sometimes, but there's also bad music, like whatever your depiction of bad music. Like the music that you don't like right now, maybe it's bad music to you, but tomorrow you might wake up on a different side of the bed and think, oh, it's my favorite song. This is not bad music, this is great music. I just didn't have an appreciation for it because of how my emotions were playing out at the time that I heard it the first time. Like if you hear a love song and you're not in love, or you just broke up, you probably, have a different idea of what that song is, as opposed to someone who is in love who hears a love song. So I guess the basic gist of it is organization of time. Further organization of time is something that I have known, or not known, but it is kind of something that I've known, but it is something that has been shown in this class as far as the things that I've learned. I've learned a lot about like people in music and how it affects the world and stuff like that, and the evolution kind of music history. And not that I know like any specific names, or I couldn't like rattle off overtures or whatever from just random composers, Brahms or Stravinsky or something like that. I don't really know like their style or how they play or exactly, but I do have a better understanding of what the music was in the time, and if I hear something, I think I could at least ballpark it closer to when it was made and who it was made by, as opposed to what I would have done before I came into this class. It also helps me relate music in modern times. That's something that we've went over in our class, and with the music past 1950s, and also music of past times, and how Taoism relates, and things, other classes and other aspects of my life, and how those relate to music and the making and evolution of it. And yeah, these are some of the things that I've learned in this class. It's pretty nice.